that. And the last one we're going to test is for the rhomboids. Again, the rhomboids most of the time are going to be very stretched out and weak. So what I'm going to have you do is you're just going to put your arms out like this. Right, now you're just going to try to take your shoulder, take them back. There. And that's the test for the rhomboids. Okay? That would just be to engage those. And if she had anything, it would be in there. That's the one you're going to find a lot of. You're going to get a lot of people that are going to have issues with the rhomboids in there. A lot of trigger points because, again, they're stretched out and weak because the shoulders are rotated forward and they're just getting pulled. So there's usually, once we release the pec muscles and get these to go back, the shoulder blades go back to where they're supposed to be, those trigger points just go away all on their own. Okay? So those are the muscle tests that we use, and that kind of gives me an idea of how I am going to treat this person. Now, I'm going to, pretty much on everybody, I'm going to go back just a step here. I always do the pelvic work before I do the shoulder work. Now, I don't do everything that we did in those 2 weeks, but I will make sure that I've got my client, I want to make sure that I work on the the psoas, the iliopsoas muscles. I will always work on those. I will always check the QL to make sure we don't have that one hip too high. And then I will always make sure that I don't have that anterior, inferior, or medial rotation of the pelvis. I want the pelvis to be level. So those things only take me a couple of minutes to do. Mm-hmm. So I'm always going to do that or check them just to make sure that. Because again, if this hip is hiked up like that, what's it going to do? It's going to lift that shoulder up on that side. That's going to make it very difficult for me to get anything. And this is where we're going to see when we get our clients on the table, you start looking at them when they're on their back, you're going to see a lot of them are going to have one shoulder that's going to be much higher than the other shoulder is, and it's going to be up here. So if I don't have this balanced out first, I can't expect to get this all balanced out. Okay?
Didn't you say, like last week, that we always work from the bottom up, or some teachers said work from the bottom
well,
up?
That was Ida Rolf that said that. You really start down at the feet and you work up the front of the body, turn the client over, and then you work down the body on the other side. And that's it. Well, it's because if you think about it, all our clients are like this. So I want to lengthen and then strengthen. And so that's pretty much what they're saying there. So pushing up this side, pushing down in the other side. So that's it. That's what we're looking to do. So, all right. So the first thing, tell you what, let me just take 5 minutes here.